So I'm back with another reaction video. This is gonna be a quick one. We're gonna react to both Luckies. So if you're unfamiliar, there's two different Luckies. There's Lucky from Hoodstocks, who got some stuff going on with Spoetyface, and then you got Lucky from East LA, I believe, Cali Legends Media, and the racial comments that he made, towards the brothers and all that. So we're gonna react to both of them. It's gonna be a quick one. All right, let's get to it.
Dog, you know what I mean? Like, scared, bro, is not in my vocabulary.
Thank you.
You know what I mean?
If you're
like,
scared, go to church.
Scared of a fight, bro? No, bro. No. Like, you gotta understand. I had hundreds of DMs. I had hundreds of people saying they're gonna take my head. I gotta even the playing field. But all the boys knew that if that one individual that called me out on that shit pulled up, I told all my boys that he was gonna get a fair fight, bro. If that brother had the whoop-de-whoop, whatever you want to call it, the pull up, I told all my boys that he would get a fair fight. That's on my fucking kids, bro, that I told all my boys that. The big dogs right there, I told them all that. And they said, and some of them said, nah, he don't deserve a fair fight. And I said, he gonna get a fair fight.
So you see right there, Lucky from Hoodstocks, he says he would have gave Spoetyface a fair fight. Now I do deep down inside, I think he would have gave him a fair fight, but I think the background noise, and like you just listen to what he said. He said he told some of his big dogs to stand down, and some of them weren't on board with it. They were like, F that, he don't deserve a fair fight. So you're telling me that if this brother pulls up from South Central or wherever he's coming from to go fight a Southsider at his meet and greet, that or whatever he had going on that day, that's his thing, he's hosting it, right? And it's in Whittier, nothing but Southsiders. It's all Rasa. Come on, like I'm not, and I know people are gonna say in the comments I'm pandering to the brothers and all that. I'm not. I'm just giving my honest opinion, and I'm just keeping it a buck. That black dude pulling up right here, I mean right there to Whittier, it would have went left. Cause you got to think too, even if Spoetyface came by himself and say he would have molly-whopped Lucky from Hoodstocks, right? Knocks him down, beats him down, whatever. You tell me them same dudes that felt that way are not gonna get mad, they're not gonna jump in, and it's not gonna be extra? Come on, let's be real. Let's be real. All right, them dudes would have jumped in or something. If Spoetyface would have brought people, it would have went left. Because if he beats down Lucky, them same dudes they're not gonna like that. One, it might be, what if it's on camera, somebody recording, and now you're gonna have Lucky getting beat down by his brother. And then in their mind, they're thinking the brothers are gonna be, oh yeah, look at, see, and all this saying all this stuff. So it would have went left, and I think the best option would have been a regular boxing match in a neutral area for both sides, and then after that, shake and move on with their business. But this dude pulling up to this dude's event, that would have went left real quick, and that's just my opinion. You can leave yours in the comments. Let's get back to this video.
Straight up, he gonna get a fair fight. You know what I mean? He could pull up right now. He gonna get a fair fight. You know what I mean? And it's hard to fight someone when you're hard. I'm an asshole like that, dog. You know what I mean? Like, heart's not really in it. You know what I mean? But I will do it.
You're fighting because you're a racist?
Yeah, like I don't like the
just to prove a point.
I just don't like we let's paint a different scenario, you know what I mean? Like, you're the racist.
So my thing is,
but I can be really full-hearted into it, you know what I mean? Like, the tables are turned. Oh yes.
The truth comes out, huh?
Well, no, like, maybe it's the opposite. Maybe I'm not the racist. Maybe you're the racist.
The rapist? What?
The racist.
Oh, I thought you said the rapist.
No.
Hell no. There's no pedophiles here.
Only bicycle seat sniffers.
That's another penal code.
I'm a nigga too. Thank you, bro. I'm a nigga too.
So as you see, Lucky goes on to say he's the N-word, and I think it's a crazy time to be saying stuff like that, especially with all the tension and drama surrounding Lucky, right? From the last thing he said, if you're not familiar, not too long ago, he referred to, the brothers as African booty, the other part, and he took a lot of heat for that, right? And so now you hear him saying this, and it's like, the brothers already feel disrespected for the last thing you said, right? And then now you're gonna go and say this. And I do watch a lot of Lucky's lives. I've seen a lot of his podcasts and all that. And, Lucky's an open filter. So, if you're not familiar with him and how it is over there, it's open filter, and I think that's why, he has a really big following and a lot of people like it because, he doesn't hold back and he talks his shit, right? But I think it's a crazy time to say something like that, especially when you already know the brothers already feel some type of way about the last thing you said, and then you're going on saying this. That's just my opinion. But all right, let's get back to this video.
My boy Dog said I'm a nigga too, dog. So, you know what I mean? I don't give a dog. I'm in the club, bro. I'm in the club, bro. You know what I mean? Let me get some of that jungle juice, bro.
You see what I mean? Like he said right there, let me get some of that jungle juice. And look, if you don't understand the meaning or the undertone of what he was trying to say right there, I'm just gonna leave it at that. Maybe one day you'll understand what he was trying to say or the undertone of what he was saying. So I'll leave it at that. But you see in the background, one of his co-hosts, and I believe that dude is a black dude. I could be wrong, but I think, I'm not for sure, but I think he is. And you see he was like, all right, let's move on or something like that. Because even he knew this dude is like still being disrespectful. And like I said, if you're trying to prove you're not a racist, you know, I feel like Lucky's kind of going about it the wrong way. But I don't know, that's just my opinion. All right, I'm gonna get back to the video.
You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Stop there. Just stop there.
Dark's not really in it.
Ironically named Lucky, who casually said the word mayate during his live stream.
I know you're talking about the homie Ricardo.
Okay, Ricardo. I don't know anything about this is just a couple of days ago, right?
Yeah.
So the dude they're about to talk about right now, that's Cali Legends Media. That's the older gentleman that's from East LA that recently made that video where he was referring to the brothers as mayates. If you guys don't know who I'm talking about, you could go on YouTube, search Cali Legends Media, and his profile pop up. He's an older gentleman. Normally makes videos in his car, like just sharing like his life stories and different things. For the most part, I've always seen him be be respectful. I've watched his videos before, and this was like kind of my first time really seeing him being any type of disrespect towards the brothers. If I'm wrong, you could go ahead and leave it in the comments and let me know about some other videos that you've seen, and I'll check it out. For the most part though, I've never seen him disrespect the brothers until recently. All right, let's get back to this video.
Talking about
Hood Legend?
Cali Hood Legend.
There you
the
go.
homie from Maravilla, Steve.
Oh, is that who runs that shit?
Yeah.
Oh, Lucky.
Yeah, Lucky.
Oh, the old school dude that sits in his car and does videos?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, this is the first I've ever heard of him. I don't know much about him, but he was just making a conversation about, I don't even know what it was about. And he just casually said mayate.
Okay.
But he kept going.
So let me say, first off, if you look up that the definition for that word, first it
Little
starts
black bug.
like a beetle, like a black bug. You know what I mean? And then it goes further into derogatory terms towards black people. You know what I mean? But let's think about this though, bro. So the word started, bro, in the penitentiary when dudes are speaking Spanish, bro.
There was a podcaster.
They talking about what the Mexican dudes are talking about, or the Latinos are talking about. That's how it started, bro. Let's talk about Swahili, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sure there's some fucking derogatory terms in Swahili.
Shit,
when the blacks, when the
Dark,
Crips,
do you know any Swahili? Because I don't know shit about Swahili. I don't know about Kwanzaa, none of that shit.
The Crips and Bloods speaking Swahili. So potentially, jail terminology, bro, started with, so if the black neighbor, or if you're speaking on a tira, you know what I mean, that they don't know what you're talking about, like a word is used, llanta, you know what I mean, which is a tire, dog, you know, but it's just to throw them off from conversation for
And
the
that
blacks
is
that
for
are
a black person, llanta.
well,
I'm assuming,
black.
right? Okay, yeah,
It means
it's a
black,
black
bro.
tire, exactly. Yeah, I get it.
No,
Yeah, I get it.
well, you can say it's racist, bro, but it's people trying to communicate.
So it definitely
in a
started
system. It's prison thing, bro.
Yeah,
it's
it
prison.
started there.
Yeah, it did.
But in the street, if someone calls you a mayate,
I mean,
right?
you don't fools don't talk like that on the
Yeah, I
streets.
haven't-
So the
And I have a little bit of information about the blacks being the first Aztecas. The original Aztecs, okay? Because that seems to be something that is real important for the whole world to grasp, okay? And the other one is a few things this guy Slugs has said, you know.
So the dude he's talking about right here, he goes by Slugstown on YouTube. He's another Mexican YouTuber from right here in Southern California. You guys can go check him out. He has a lot of good videos over there. So basically, to make things fast and simple, this dude Lucky from East LA, the older gentleman right here, he basically posted a video where he was referring to the brothers as mayates, right? I know a lot of you guys probably already seen it because I'm a couple days behind. So this dude Slugs basically, you know, before this guy could edit and clip it out, I guess he got the clip of it and, you know, he made video about it, and obviously the rest was history. So this is one of the reasons why this dude's upset with him, because he's looking at it like, you didn't have to do that. You're basically trying to tear me down. You know what I mean? We're both Mexican. You shouldn't be doing that. my thing is all our videos are pre-recorded. Well, at least mine are. So if I'm disrespecting any kind of community, any type of person of any color of anything, I have time to go out there and edit it, clip it, and do what I got to do if I ever did something like that. But that's not my character, but I'm just saying, you know, we have the option to do that before he posts it. So my thing is, it leaves me with two things that I think will happen. One, I think he did it on purpose because he knew it was going to be, one, is disrespectful and it was going to cause a lot of controversy, which it did, and a lot of content. Or two, this guy uses it so much in his dialect, right? Where maybe he just says it all the time to where he didn't even understand that was a bad word to say. It's something you shouldn't be saying, right? And he's just like, whatever. And now you got to remember, this dude is 60. He's from East LA, a whole different era. So I guess we got to keep that in mind. I'm not saying it's okay what he did, what he said, but I'm just throwing that out there. All right, let's finish this video up.
First of all, he did a video a couple of days. He's doing a video like every other day. I think he's really upset with himself with what he did, and the way that he's dealing with it is pointing his fingers to me, trying to take the attention off of him and pointing it to me, because he knows what he did was wrong. He knows that him picking up that scrapped piece of content and running with it and doing with it what he did was a bad look. You know what I mean?
Before I close this reaction out, I just want to share this part where this dude Lucky right here uses the N-word with the hard ER. Now I do think he wasn't trying to say it in a way of like F these N's type of thing. It seemed like he was doing some type of storytelling where the N-word is used. But regardless, if you're not black, you shouldn't be saying that word. Especially even if you're doing storytelling, it doesn't give you an excuse to still use that word. If you're doing some type of storytelling where the word was used, why can't you just say the letter N space then word, end space word? That way you're not disrespecting nobody, even if you're doing some type of storytelling. See what I'm saying? Just like I just said right now, I said N space word. So I don't know if he just needs some type of editor over there to like look at his videos before he posts them, or he's having one of them moments where I think we all have had where you want to, you know, your parents, you want to snatch their phone because you think they're doing a little too much on their phone. So it's time to snatch the phone up for a day, like their kids. I don't know if he's having one of those moments, but man. All right. Well, thank you guys for liking my content. I appreciate it. I'm about to get out of here, enjoy my New Year's. Sorry, I've been rambling on. You just hear my voice. Thank you guys for anybody that likes, subscribes. I appreciate it. I'll see you guys on the next one. I'm out of here.
When it comes down to it, okay? And I think he called him a nigger 3 times. 3 times. Then he called him a coon. Then he called him a sambo. All racist and derogatory terms. Oh, my bad. It's okay to call your own people that, but if somebody else